Chapter 106 Quraysh of the Quran. A translation based on latest research is submitted to offer a simple and straightforward as well as fully consistent understanding. Treacherous conversion of a meaningful word into the name of a royal tribe. The treachery exposed in the true light of the Quran. Prelude. Here is a thematic translations from the Quran which aim at exposing the havoc played with the Quranic exegesis and renditions under the direct orders and auspices of the Arab royalty of the House of Umayyads. This exposure is presented through a fresh translation process under pure rational and academic criteria. This process deals with particular Quranic topics, segment by segment, in a gradual and comprehensive way. It goes without saying that the genuine Quranic doctrine could not have matched with the evil designs of the earliest usurpers of Islam's pious Caliphate. Its benevolent, welfare-based rule was done away with in 40 The usurpers were the same old capitalist rulers of the region who were the arch-enemies of the Holy Messenger. It was those from whose clutches the Messenger of God had freed the downtrodden masses and eradicated the persistent exploitation, bloodshed and widespread trade of slavery. The moment these enemies succeeded in their treacherous tactics and came back to power, their first priority was to corrupt and deface the Islamic socialist ideology which had caused their defeat, and had forced them to submit to the majority of poor masses who had been raised to the position of power and authority over their old tyrannical masters. The chapter Quraysh was also made a target of misrepresentation. It was wishfully made to refer to the tribe of Quraysh, which it did not. Any reference to a tribe in this chapter makes its thesis grossly meaningless and inconsistent, as you can readily discern from some of the inherited translations. Nevertheless, the Umayyad despots were the most prominent branch of Quraysh and they needed self-aggrandizement by a particular mention of their tribe in the Quran. So, to that end, they did not care about creating ambiguity and confusion in its rendering. Traditional translation, Asad. So that the Quraysh might remain secure in their winter and summer journeys, let them, therefore, worship the sustainer of this temple, who has given them food against hunger, and made them safe from danger. You will kindly agree that after employing your best qualities of heart and mind over this translation, no aim, target, purpose or insight of these verses can be identified in the perspective of revolutionary movement of Muhammad, peace be upon him. Even the text contained in these 3 lines is ambiguous and inconsistent, leading to nowhere. No mention of any trade caravan can be located in the text under research. Rela Tash Shida was Saif simply means passage of seasons, symbolizing passage of time. There was no temple or house or worship.
Therefore, this humble writer declares, with full authenticity, that the above translations, along with all other traditional or inherited translations of this chapter, are nothing except a grave contempt of logic, rationality, and intellect. Still, if any of my respected readers can present another consistent and meaningful concept coming out of the above traditional presentations, he may kindly help and guide us to a logical scenario. And now, a translation based on latest research is submitted to offer a simple and straightforward as well as fully consistent understanding.
Verse 106/1. For the sake of assimilating, mutually familiarizing, organizing the people gathered from far and wide busy fighting each other. Verse 2 of chapter 106 of the Quran. And for keeping them tied in the bonds of love, friendship and harmony with the passage of time, passing of hot and cold seasons. Verse 3 of chapter 106 of the Quran. It is of utmost importance that they submit themselves in obedience to the Lord of this center of command. Verse 4 of the chapter 106 of the Quran. And it should be made clear to them that this is the authority that has been providing them with sustenance in hunger and want, and peace in fear and apprehensions. Authentic meanings of key words in parenthesis. Quraish, to gather or collect people scattered here and there, fighting each other, and to organize, merge together, familiarize them. Listen all Arab, page 3585. Alif Lam Fa equals he kept or clave to it, he frequented it, resorted to it habitually, he became familiar with it or accustomed or habituated, became sociable or companionable or friendly with him, liked or approved or amicable, protect or safeguard, covenant or obligation involving responsibility for safety. To unite or bring together, state of union or alliance or agreement, to cause union or companionship, to collect or connect or join or conjoin. Become 1,000. A certain rounded number that is well known.
Ilaf, unity, compact, alliance, covenant for the purpose of trade, obligation involving responsibility for safety and protection, attachment. Alaf, 1,000. Arihalem equals to depart, saddlebag, he saddled the camel, he bound upon the camel, to mount, road, pack, caravan, remove, travel, journey.